Hey everybody, Dennis here. Today is Saturday, May the 14th, I believe. Yeah, day after Friday the 13th. And we're going to be working on this 2000 Chevy Impala with a 3.8 V6. Talked about this car in the last couple videos I've done. As a matter of fact, it's been a while, probably about a month. My wife's had a bunch of stuff going on, and so I just hadn't had any time to work on it. And I've been working my fanny off, so. Anyway, problem we've been having, I replaced the ignition module in one of the coils. Ended up replacing the mass airflow meter for different issues, and now I have coolant leak, which I know I've had a coolant leak for a little while, but it's been manageable. But now, I mean, I'm having to add half a gallon a week, and it's just ridiculous. I drive 70 miles a day to and from work, so I gotta have a reliable vehicle. It's a pretty common problem with these 3.8s. I've seen quite a few videos on them. I actually watched a guy pull the upper and lower intakes off in 20 minutes. So I guarantee it's not going to take me 20 minutes. It's going to take me a lot longer than that. Supposedly you can do this, and I've actually seen people do it without taking the accessory drive off. I haven't figured out if that's what I'm going to do yet or not, because they say it takes two people to put it back in, due to this coolant elbow, which you can't really see. It's right there. But anyway, also I don't have all the parts. I'll show y'all what I do have so far. But I'm gonna go ahead and do a tune-up on this car while I got it off. I'm also going to do valve cover gaskets. I have plug wires. I don't have plugs, and I don't have the valve cover gaskets. Also, I gotta go to the junkyard because I done cracked this motor mount bracket right here. Y'all see that crack goes all the way up and around. So I'm gonna replace that as well. I'm gonna take one off a junkyard car. So this would probably be a multiple episode series on this car. Anyway, go over here to the pots. I got a whole new intake manifold, or upper plenum I should say, and it comes with all kinds of little goodies, gaskets and whatnot. Supposedly the problem with these was EGR burning through on these. I'll have to take my apart, see if I got the old style or not. I honestly don't know. And then I have the lower intake manifold gaskets. Also bought a can of copper coat, because I don't know if there's any pitting or anything like that. But anyway, I'll get y'all set up. I'm gonna try to get this car lifted off the ground so I'm not tearing up my back so much. But we're gonna finally get to use this new tool set. So y'all stay tuned. Alright y'all, so I got the coolant draining over there on passenger side, hopefully y'all, or driver's side. Hopefully y'all can hear me over that fan, but just gonna show y'all. I talked about road tools and whatnot before. It's tools I find on the road, either test driving cars or on the way to and from work. Found a Craftsman 3/8 to quarter and a 8mm 1/4 inch socket. Also, this wasn't a road tool, but it's a Mac screwdriver, flathead, found wedged underneath the car. It was on a Subaru. What was that on? I think it was a WRX. It was actually underneath the intercooler, between the starter and the intercooler, which I thought was an odd place for it to be. But anyway, so these screwdrivers you get on the trucks, whether it be Mac, Matco, Snap-on, they're expensive. A set of, I think, 8 to 10 screwdrivers is usually over 200 bucks. They're very, very proud of the screwdrivers. But anyway, onto this car. First thing I'm going to do is take these motor mount brackets off. Oh, and I got the car off. Just enough so it won't kill my back. From what I recall, these are 13mm, and I believe that's 15. It is. So I'm going to take off these fronts. gonna take off these back ones here. Alright, so the camera quit on me again for a second. Just got done taking these 13mm bolts out for these front motor mounts, and I'm about to take the back part off. And I know what happened and how this part got broken. It was actually me, because I've had this off before. When I've done I've replaced the radiator and I've replaced the cooling fans, both at 2 different times. So I'm pretty sure what happened was I was using air and I over tightened it and caused it to fatigue and break. So that's my fault. Live and learn, right? So. Going to I forget about that, I guess. Those had bolts in the bottom too. I was like, why ain't that coming off? So I missed a couple. Wish I had a magnet right now though. Yeah, here's that broke piece of that motor mount. Just aluminum, so it's not very, very strong. That's one mount. Of course, the engine falls back a little bit. A little trick I learned over the days: get a ratchet strap from one of these mounts forward, and you pull the engine forward. And actually, there's a mount on the back here. So that's how you supposedly get those back plugs and stuff done. I haven't had to do them. Well, I did them before, but I had it on the lift. I was able to get to them that way. Goes back in so I don't move them. And there we go. Alright, so here's where I'm at so far. I've gotten this wire harness disconnected and most of the back injectors disconnected, but I ran into a little issue with this, not sure if this is a return line or what, but just I started smelling gas and you can see it's wet. So I think when I bumped it, it may have a bad seal or something other like that, but I definitely got to fix that because leaking fuel is a bad thing. Also, you can see, if I can grab a light, puddles of coolant there, and all the grit and grime, which this thing's been leaking oil for a while, and I knew that. I've just been really neglecting it. Anyway, so what I'm gonna do is spray a little bit of brake cleaner on those where those injectors are at and blow some of it off with some compressed air, because I'm trying to keep the dirt and grime down to a minimum of falling inside, because that just adds on to the cleanup. So anyway, that's what I'm getting ready to do. I probably won't film that, but y'all stay tuned.